Take a look at this next company. This is actually my favorite problem because of the coupon that they use. This company, if you were in fashion, you would actually pronounce this Shein because it comes from those two words put together. And the reason why I really like this is because the coupon is really interesting. So if you look up here, it says 15% off for an order over $49. So if you spend over $49, you can get 15% off. For an order over $89, you can get 20% off. And for an order over $149, you can get 30% off. So basically, you're being rewarded for spending more, and they're trying to get you to spend more money. Now, it's interesting how this works because if you look at the price points for a lot of items, usually you have to buy two items to go over $49. And I think that they make their prices such that, they're trying to get you to, okay, you might normally buy these many items, maybe we can get you to buy one more item or two more items to bring you up to the next percent off. So I think it's a really interesting strategy that this company is using. It's not something that I saw a lot when I was looking online. So this is my favorite problem. I also like it because look at the dates. We learn a little bit about Europe here. Now for us, what we do is we put the month and then we put the day and then we put the year after that. But in Europe, they put the day first and then they put the month and then they put the year. So they do it differently than we do. Take a look at this date over here on the left. It says 28/11/2020. And think about it. We know that this is not the same way that we do it because there's no month that would be 28. We only have 12 months in the year. So they're saying instead what we would say here in the US as 11/28/2020. So this is how they're writing November 28th, 2020. They put the day first, 28th, then the month, 11, so November, and then 2020. And then this goes until, that's not May 12th, it doesn't go until May 12th. That's really saying that this sale goes until December 5th, 2020. So I thought that was also interesting about this problem is some of you might have already realized that they write the dates differently in other countries. But if you didn't, that might be something that was of interest to you. So let's go ahead and go into this problem. We are buying these three items. So we're buying the coat, the sweatshirt, and we're buying the shoes. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out the total amount of money that we're spending. So you're allowed to use a calculator today, so I'm just going to go ahead and type in 37 plus 18 plus 57. So in total today, we're spending $112. So I'll go over to the typing tool and type in $112. Now I could just type in 112. I'm actually going to add the 0 cents. So we keep remembering that with money, that the decimal only goes out to the hundredths place. That's how it works with money. Now for the discount, we need to figure out which discount we're going to apply. So we spent $112. Do we spend over $49? We did. We spent over $49. Now, do we spend over $89? We did. Now, do we spend over $149? No, we did not spend over $149. So that puts us at the 20% off coupon spot. So we're going to take 20% off. And we have to actually calculate it. We don't know the dollar amount yet. So 20% of, and it's 20% of the retail price. So I'm going to put RP for retail price because I don't have a lot of room over here. Then I'm going to go over to my typing tool and I'm going to type 20% of, and then the retail price is $112. We'll type that in on the next line. From here, we need to remember that of represents multiplication, and we also need to change our 20% to a decimal because we can't multiply when this is in percent form. We have to change it to a decimal. To change a percent to a decimal, you get rid of the percent sign, then you take the decimal. If you don't see a decimal, it's on the far right side, and you move it 2 places to the left. To change to a decimal, we divide by 100, and when you divide by 100, that's the same as moving the decimal 2 times to the left. So we get 0.20, which is the same thing as 0.2. We change the of to multiplication, and then we're multiplying the 0.2 by the 112. And you're allowed to use a calculator, but I want you to think how you could do this in your head. Figuring out 10%, you would just move the decimal 1 place to the left, so it'd be $11.20. And if 10% is $11.20, you just double that to $22.40 to get the 20%. So that's how you do it in your head. But you're allowed to use a calculator, so we'll also type it in to confirm. So 0.2 times $112 is $22.40. So I'll type that in. So it's $22.40, and I forgot the dollar sign, so let me go back. And that is a discount. And a discount decreases the price. So it was $112, but we're not going to spend $112. So let's take our $112 and subtract the $22.40, and we get $89.60. $89.60. Now, in real life, you would also have to pay tax, but we haven't worked on calculating tax yet, so we're just going to leave this, the sale price, the $89.60. So the retail price, the original price of all of these items was $112. It was discounted by $22.40 because $22.40 is 20% of the retail price. And then we subtracted that from the $112 to get our sale price of $89.60.